If you like feta cheese, this is totally for you. This is whipped feta with za'atar. And if you've never had za'atar, you're really in for a treat. I'm serving it with carrots and celery and crackers and whatnot. You serve it any way you want. The point is, I think you're going to love it, and I'm going to make it for you right now. Welcome to Secret Kitchens of New Jersey, and today we have something a little different for you, for all you feta cheese lovers. I hope you're a feta cheese lover like we are. So we are going to make a creamy feta dip that has za'atar in it. If you're not familiar with za'atar, and it is readily available just about most places, maybe a specialty store, but I've been using it for years. And it's a very typical Middle Eastern seasoning. And it's got sumac in it, which I know a lot of people are not familiar with that. It's really delicious. So this is something very good. Hey, if you don't like za'atar, you're welcome to use any other seasoning on here. But today, we're making it with za'atar. So I heard there's a big football game coming up this weekend, so everyone's making all kinds of goodies. This will probably be something a little bit different, and then I'll show you later how we're going to serve it. All right, so very simple ingredients, and of course the recipe is below. And technically I'm making really a half a recipe. I've got 4 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature, and this is like a half a block of regular cream cheese, but you do want it to be at room temperature because we're going to process everything in the food processor. I've got roughly 6 ounces of feta. Oh, please use the good stuff, not the stuff that's crumbled. Use the block. And I just kind of chunked it up a little bit, also room temperature. I chunked it up a little bit just to make it easier for when I put it in the processor. So you know what, let's get some stuff in here. I guess if you didn't have a food processor, maybe you could do this in a really high-powered blender. But of course the food processor makes it extremely simple. All right, in goes the feta. Attempting to get it all inside here, not in the kitchen, not on the cook. All right, so there we go. All right, so the next thing is we're going to add, and this is, you know, like everything on the Secret Kitchen, what do we always tell you? We're just the guide on the culinary journey. You can customize things the way you want them to be. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Roughly about, you know, feta is salty already. So anywhere from, I'm going to say like a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt. Kind of up to you a little bit how salty you might want to go. All right, so I'm adding some salt. And I'm adding some, I'm going to add a little crushed red pepper just because I like that. If you don't like that, of course, you know, just omit it. Just a little bit, doesn't take a lot. A little bit of black pepper. I like this because you can put everything in the food processor and just let it rip. All right, now we are going to add some fresh garlic. And here's the thing, you want to use 1 or 2 cloves, that might be enough, because I don't want you to just taste garlic in this. I want you to taste the other things too. Just chunking up these cloves of garlic. I'm using 2 good-sized cloves of garlic. Just chunking them up a little bit so it'll be easier in the food processor. All right, there we go. All right, so we want to add this is a pretty small lemon. So I'm going to say I'll use all of the juice and all of the zest. But if you have a really big lemon, maybe half. But let me start with zesting the lemon. And you know you got to zest it before you juice it, because if you juice it first, you'll never get the zest. Okay, that's like lemon zesting 101, right in the food processor. So let me get this lemon zested. All right, so I have this lemon pretty well zested. All right, there we go. Get it all in there, all of it. because, you know, the lemon just brightens up the flavors. All right, so now let me cut this in half. And I'm going to use my juicer. Hey, you know, however you want to juice it. I told you I'm going to use this whole lemon because it's small. So let's get the juice right in there. All right, here's the other half of my lemon. Getting it right in there. Okay, that looks good. All right, it smells delicious right now. It really does. All right, so I have my za'atar, which I'm going to use as kind of a heavy garnish on the top, but just because I feel like it, I'm just going to put like I don't know, like about a half a teaspoon in there, just because. All right, most of this za'atar is going to wind up being on the top of the feta dip. All right, so now we're going to just pulse it. Oh, wait, almost, look at this, right in front of my face. Although, that didn't matter, did it? About 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, of olive oil. Because, you know, you can't have anything Middle Eastern without olive oil. All right. There we go. So let's get this pulsed up. You're going to totally cream it. Let's take a look. And I'm just going to scrape it down once. It already looks great. All right, I'm going to pulse it just a couple more times. Done. Let's check it out. Let's give it a taste. Awesome. I love it. All right, let me get it out of the food processor and I'll show you how I'm going to serve it in a beautiful platter. Be right back. All right, here's our finished product. Here is our whipped feta dip. I put on my food styling hat and this is how I would serve it, with carrots and celery. I have some crackers here. Of course, you can serve this any way you want, but let's see, there's a few more things that it needs before I call it done. By the way, I did taste it and it really is delicious. So what I want to do is I want to put, and this is all optional, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil, whoops, a little bit of olive oil on the feta. Not a lot, doesn't need a lot. There is olive oil, you know, inside it already. And then I'm going to take some za'atar. I mean, as much as you want, really. And I'm just going to kind of put it on the top. There you go. Because the idea here is that you want people to get some of the za'atar as they're munching on it. And I also have some toasted sesame seeds. And I just thought it would be nice to add some extra. All right. And I happen to think this would make a fabulous little appetizer. Oops. By the way, this feta, put it on a bagel, put it on anything. I think it would be delicious. But let's check it out. I'm going to scoop it up on a carrot. Get some of that za'atar on there. It smells wonderful. It's good. The carrot is great. It's a great vehicle for scooping. So I get the lemon, I get the garlic. Za'atar is a unique flavor. If you've not tried it, I really encourage you to. It's so wonderful. Delicious. I love it. All right. Something different from the Secret Kitchen. A really delicious whipped feta dip with za'atar. I hope you'll give it a try. And please, I hope you subscribe to our channel. Hey, and we'll see you next time on the Secret Kitchen of New Jersey.